successful moving business without doing any of the moves. And so if you guys don't know, I business in 2017 when I was homeless. I had no money, no anything. I have desperation. Desperation is a powerful, powerful tool that you can utilize to become successful. So when you're homeless, trust me, you're gonna have plenty of motivation and desperation. So don't just take my word. Don't try it, boys and girls. Don't do this. And welcome to the channel, guys. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. I know I don't get to do as many videos as I used to, but I have a lot going on. And one of the best things that's happened to me recently is I stopped doing the moves. So I'm no longer out on the trucks, no longer riding around doing moves. In fact, I don't even have trucks anymore. I don't have crew anymore. You know what that means? I don't have headaches anymore. I don't have to fight with customers anymore. I don't have to do any of this stuff that I used to do anymore. By the way, welcome to the channel for everybody that's new. I do live. I'm sorry, I don't get to do a lot of lives, but I do offer coaching for the moving service. So if you have a question or comment while I'm on here live, you better go ahead and drop it. And if I see it, I'll respond to it and you can get some free coaching. So if you have a question or comment, drop it. And so 2017 started my moving business from scratch, had no idea what I was doing, learned everything. And then not long ago, got rid of my trucks, got rid of my crew, got rid of all that, because I don't know if you know, that stuff's a headache. I don't have headaches anymore. I used to stress out about moving, stress out about customers, stress out about crew. It was a very stressful life. And then all of a sudden I was like, how about I get rid of all of this? So again, guys, no crew, no truck, no anything. If you guys are out there and you have moving crews, you have trucks, you know I'm telling the truth. It's so what I learned to do is just partner with other movers. So here in DFW, there's probably about 1,500 moving companies, right? Or more. It's a huge area, like 8 million people. So there's plenty of work to go around. Everybody's busy, but it's probably about, over 1,000 moving companies. And so I started thinking, I was like, you know what? A lot of these companies are really good at moving, even better than me. They're really good. They have hardworking crews. They have all that. They want to go out and do the work. Just dump everything. And then here, instead of me being out there doing the work, working hard, grinding, and physically worn out, competing to get these jobs, chasing each other to the bottom as we compete with rates, as the customer call you, call me, call 5 other people just to save $50. And I was like, I've had enough of that. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. $100 an hour is not enough money for me to be out there, even if it's $150. That's not enough money for me to be out there working hard when the garage man could pull up to my garage and and I've seen this happen, spend 20 minutes fixing my garage door and make $500. It wasn't adding up. I was like, wait a minute, this makes no sense. Why in the hell am I out here all day for $100, $2? I'm not doing this. So no hustle, no grind, not doing it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of all that. I'm going to keep my business. I'm going to get rid of all the stuff that I don't like. And then I'm going to go ahead and partner with other companies. So I had friends who had moving services. And I was like, hey, how about this? Let's you and I work together. So what does that mean? That means that you keep your trucks, you keep your crew, you keep your headaches. I don't want that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you to stay busy. I'm going to use my moving service only as a brokering service now. So now I'm just going to find you work, find you customers, and then I'm going to get paid for finding the customers, and then I'm going to send the customer information to you so that you can go out and do all the work. And that's what I've been doing. So you don't see me on trucks. You don't see my trucks. I don't want that stuff. No. Now, if you want to do that, hey, kudos to you. But I think it's a better idea to just middleman the process to sell your trucks. You guys are out there trying to spend $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 on trucks. For what? I even heard one guy I was coaching, and he, in the moving service, he was like, yeah, I saved up to get a truck. I think it was like $35,000. And I was like, what are you doing? He was like, yeah, I saved up, to go buy my truck. And he went and bought a truck. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you would have only known me just a few days earlier, I would have saved you $35,000. And he was like, why? I was like, because you can rent what you need. You don't have to buy a truck to start a moving business. You rent the truck. You don't have to buy a dolly to start a moving business. You rent the dolly. You don't have to buy blankets or equipment. You rent it. You rent everything until your business tells you to buy. What does that look like? That means, hey, is your business growing? Yes, it's growing. What's it telling you? It's telling you that it's ready to be busy, take on more customers, and we need to have our own trucks so that we can make sure we're out there. Renting trucks was fine, but now we're too busy, and if that truck's not available, we won't be able to do the job. So, all right, so the business is growing, it's making money. Now you take that money and you go buy your truck. You don't take money and just go buy a truck and you don't even have a customer. That's a terrible idea. What are you going to do? You can't even sell the truck back for the value you got it for. What are you going to do? Now you're down $35,000. You're operating out of negative $35K already to start your business, and you haven't serviced one customer. That's a terrible idea. So don't let anybody tell you any differently. That, hey, it's a good idea. First thing you got to do is get a truck. No, you don't. First thing you have to do is get an office. No, you don't. First thing you have to do is get a customer to pay you for moving. Learn how to move. Learn how to do your business. Then grow your business. You don't go out there and buy your way into business. That's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Please don't do that. So this is going to be a short video. I'm about to wrap it up. I hope y'all got something good from it. Listen, if you want to stay in the moving business and run those trucks and those crews, hey, kudos to you. Somebody's got to do it. But if you want to learn how to be a CEO, take a step back from that, get rid of all those headaches, and run a business from the perspective of a middleman. So think about Uber. You can Uberize, if that's a word. You can Uberize, I do it. You can Uberize the moving service, right? You can Uberize it. I have a moving service. I have no crew, no trucks, no headaches, no customers I'm fighting with, no guys breaking furniture and I have to deal with. I don't deal with any of that. You know why? Because I got rid of all of that intentionally. You know why? Because I didn't like the stress. Yes, I made good money. It ain't ridiculous money, because $100 an hour, you, even as the owner operator, you might make out of that, if you charge $150 an hour. By the way, if you need coaching, put it in the comments. And if you want to learn, because I teach two things. If you want to learn how to turn your business, your moving business, into a middleman moving business, and smash thumbs up if you're getting any value from this. This is the only way I know. But if you want to learn how to turn your moving business into a middleman moving business, where you're simply getting customers, getting paid, and then dispatching the work to other movers that you partner with. Let them do the work. If you want to learn that, put middleman in the comments. I'm going to be teaching that tonight. But the only way to get into the live Zoom training is you have to have an invite. So put middleman in the comments. Now, if you want to stay where you are and you want to hustle and grind and physically, go out and do the work, that's fine. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend hard work. It's easier ways to make money. If I have a moving service, I get one customer, I got to service that one customer. I can't service two. But if I have a middleman moving service, I could book 20 customers a day. I could take $150 from each job, just minimum, and make $1,000 a day without leaving the house. To me, guys, that's better. But if you want to learn how to do that, put middleman in the comments. And again, you can continue to go out and do the work. That's up to you. I like freedom. I like my time. I like my body to be healthy. I don't want to be dealing with those issues. I sold everything, got rid of everything, and now I don't do any moves. I don't have any crew to do any moves, and I don't want it. I'm free. I'm feeling good. I'm full of energy. I'm using my money to make more money. I'm investing. I'm having a good time. And all I do now is book moves, get paid, and dispatch the work. And I call it middleman. right? So I have a middleman moving service. If you want to learn how to do that, put middleman in the comments under this video. Otherwise, continue doing what you're doing. Good luck. I hope you make a lot of money. I hope you're very successful. By the way, if you have a question or comment, drop it real quick. But if you want to continue with the trucks and whatnot, the smart thing to do is borrow everything, rent everything until your business tells you to buy it. So never go out and start a business with debt. Let the customer fund your business. Let the business grow itself. So before you go drop 50 grand on a truck with no customers, how about you go get a customer, put your 50 grand in the bank, use a couple $100 to rent a truck until your business is growing, and then your business tells you, hey, we're too busy for this one truck you're renting, we need our own truck now. All right, that's when you go and get it, and use the business money to do that. How do I know this? I started my business when I was homeless with no money. I wasn't making a lot of money, but I started moving boxes and stuff like that, and I learned very quickly. I was like, wait a minute, I could just borrow this stuff and charge that customer enough to pay for this, and I'm done. And then I got my first big break. I moved someone from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is where I started, and I moved them to Los Angeles. And I made $10,000 that day. Well, those few days. $10,000. And the crazy part is, I didn't know what to charge the guy. The guy asked me. Well, the guy told me what to charge. The guy said, hey, look, I've called around. I still remember this. It's like 2017. The guy said, this is my first big break, and I've never had less than $10,000 since this in my life. But the guy said, hey, I'm going to be moving to California. I called a couple places here in town. There's not a lot of moving companies in Baton Rouge. It sure as hell ain't a lot of people from Louisiana moving to California. And he said, yeah, I'm going to be moving. And this was probably like 2017, so 7 years ago. I still remember that. He said, yeah, I'm going to be moving. It was a rainy day. I was on that little piece of phone that I had, and I was like, hello, yeah. Hey, it's a rainy day. No, it was a rainy day, but the guy was like, hey, I'm going to be moving to California. He said, I called around. He said, I tell you what, if you can get me there for less than $10,000, I'll book with you. And I think I booked the guy for like 9,000, like 900 or something like that. And that was my first long distance move, and that gave me money. And I didn't know what that would cost, but luckily he knew. I was like, damn, that's 10,000. I didn't even do research. I was like, yep, we could do it. And it ended up costing me, I want to say, out of the 10,000, it probably cost me like, I want to say about 1,500, because I found another homeless guy. He had a bad drug habit. His name was OJ, really cool dude. He was homeless too. I didn't know it until I picked him up in the truck. He was sitting outside the store with like his homeless sack, and he had a bad drug problem like meth. I could tell because I'm from South Louisiana. And it took us a day and a half to drive out there, a day and a half to drive back. We didn't get any hotels. We had no extra money, just for gas, just for little snacks. That was it. And I owed him like $500, and I paid him just like I said I would. And we went out there. This dude was like, he was loaded the whole way. He didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. It was rough, and we were struggling. And the guy wrote us a check, and the check cleared, which I didn't think it would. But anyway, you guys saw my video. You know the whole story. But that's how it started. So anyway, if you want to learn how to build a successful middleman business, I'll see you in the live training tonight. Put middleman in the comments. Otherwise,